All right, hi, my name is Jerry. What's your name?
My name's Theo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, I'm creating a new show. It's called Reality Check. It's where we talk to current and future founders and try to figure out where you are and see if you're on track to reach your goals or not.
Okay, wonderful.
So we started a community in Waterloo called Akatos. It's a hacker house, and we have a lot of founders that have come out of it. And what we've seen is that a lot of people tend to spend a lot of time on things that don't matter. Right, because when you're a founder, there's all these things that take up your time,
Absolutely.
and it's really easy to get distracted. And so we want to help people focus and really cut down. So, are you doing the things that will help you grow your company?
Yeah.
So, are you working at a company?
I am an early employee at a YC startup right now.
Okay, which one?
BrowserOS.
Oh, cool. That's winter 24, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was very close. Good job. Yeah.
Okay. I've seen them.
Yeah,
they sponsored a lot of things.
Yeah. No, they're awesome. We have 500,000 downloads for our current product. We're also going into enterprise. We built a browser with agents inside. Mm-hmm. That's our first product, BrowserOS, which has 10K GitHub stars, is going crazy on open source.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Doing super awesome. And then I lead their new product, which is BrowserClaw. Basically,
tell me about it.
Yeah, so think about the Chrome extension for browser right now is terrible. It has 2.7 stars on Chrome Store for the Claude connection into extensions. So it's really bad. We've built basically a browser that has agents inside, a browser for agents, if I may say.
That makes sense.
Which is basically you prompt Claude code, you prompt codecs, it does all the stuff you need in browser, and it uses 70% less tokens than you would if you used Chrome.
Wow, okay, so how do you do that?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've designed a really good click model, basically. So we've designed a click model that goes in and just clicks way faster than any other model right now for using the power of AI within browser.
So how does this compare to something like Clicky or like Dia or any of these other AI browsers?
I mean, so Dia right now is like a very pretty browser, but I mean, the issue with these Clicky or Dia is that you can only use one agent harness, right? So think about many enterprises use many different agent harnesses and have a lot of different contexts within those agent harnesses. Codex being one agent harness, Cursor, Kimi, the Chinese models and shit, Claude Code, all of these different agent harnesses that have different contexts. And so what we can do is we're just a central platform where you can use any agent harness in browser. So I use the Chinese models in my browser, I use Claude Code, I use all that shit.
We gotta not tell Dario this.
No, we gotta, I know, it's not good.
Dario's not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a founding engineer there, or you're early engineer?
I'm growth GTM kind of, and doing kind of an internship this summer. I go to UC Berkeley, M.E.T, so basically a dual degree between business and engineering. Going into my sophomore year right now.
Oh wow, you're going to sophomore year.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a lot of understanding of the product and the competitive landscape for someone who's just interning.
I appreciate that.
Did you know much about the company before joining?
Not really. I was just like, the team is incredible. They're
Canadian grinders.
Yeah, I know, Canadian grinders.
Let's go.
Yeah, for real. So it's like, I didn't really know. I mean, the founders were really cracked. So there's twin brothers. One spent 10 years at Meta as a senior software engineer. One at 10 years at Google as senior software engineers. Got kind of tried to get poached by like Comet and Perplexity, and we're like, fuck this. We want to build our own browser that's better. And I think we've succeeded as a biased
So now I'm
person.
actually extremely tempted to, when I go home, to try this now. And I'm going to send you all of my feedback.
Of course, yeah, dude.
Okay.
We, after this, get my number. I want to hear as much feedback as possible.
Okay.
Go to browseros.com/browserclaw. That's our new, browseros.com.
Okay, wait. So let me ask you this: do you want to be a founder yourself one day? Is that why you're here at startup school?
Well, I mean, I'm not here at startup school. I'm just here to see some friends, actually.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I do want to be a founder, and I think I will start $1 billion company one day.
Why $1 billion? Why that number?
My goal is I think $1 billion is just a good benchmark for hey, have you created a lot of value in the market, right? I don't really care too much about the billion number.
Okay.
That's
the right answer, by the way, because a lot of people cannot give the right answer.
Of course,
They say, that's what you're supposed to do for venture funding.
Of course.
That was a trick question.
Dude, yeah, no, it's a good question. I was caught off guard, but these are good questions. I mean, the goal is I want to build a company to get closer to God, basically, bro.
What does that mean?
Dude, okay, so if you think about divinity, right? I'm a huge fan of mythology, and the thing is, if you go through all of myths across like thousands of years in time, we've been telling the same story over and over again, which is the myth of the hero. You have to be a great hero to do great things in the world, right? And so you go to Jesus, and he's this mythical hero, and we've got Buddha, who's this mythical hero, and it's all telling the same story, which is, hey, you gotta crucify your ego, man. You gotta not have ego. You gotta be humble, and you've gotta go after something that's very ambitious for your time, and go slay a dragon, let's say. Be a knight and slay a dragon.
Go.
So the new slaying a dragon to me is building a company. I want to be a knight, you know, fighting for the right, fighting for the divinity, fighting for God. And what is the most ambitious thing I can go do? What is the biggest dragon I must slay? It is building $1 billion company.
I do think that is one possible path, but I don't think it is the definitive path.
Totally. I just think that I'm going to be a great entrepreneur because God has given me gifts to communicate, to sell. I've built companies before, and I just feel like entrepreneurship is the gift from God. But if it's building a PhD or doing something ambitious, God gives different gifts to many different people. I feel like my gifts are entrepreneurship.
Amazing. Very nice to meet you.
It was
That
great
awesome
meeting you
chat.
as well.
Yeah,